Yo, we are live. Welcome back to AJREACTS2. And today we have our complete VHS collection. I've been doing these collection videos. A couple weeks ago, I did my complete DVD collection. The next few weeks, I'm going to be doing my complete video game collection, complete vinyl collection, right back there. I'm going to do my complete book collection. And to end it all off in June, I'm going to do my complete Blu-ray and 4K collection. It's going to be a collection extravaganza. And I appreciate everybody who's stopping by, whoever is watching it on the replay. I appreciate you stopping by, and make sure you hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Head to the comments. Let me know what you guys have as far as VHSs, DVDs, vintage. If you have laser discs, let me know what you guys have in your collection. And yeah, we're going to get into this thing. So let's go. So with the DVD collection a few weeks ago, I did forget a couple things. One, I found in my closet when I was looking for some other stuff. And then I'm just gonna show that off. It's New Girl season 1. We had season 2 and I believe 3 on DVD, but I was like, I thought we had season 1. And we do. It was in my closet, deep down in my closet. I don't really ever watch the DVDs because they are on Netflix right now. So we just watch New Girl on Netflix. And the other thing here, I'll put it over here. The other thing is I don't usually keep this with my DVDs because it's so big and bulky. But it is the King of Queens complete series box set. And it's like so big and bulky. There's Carrie right there. This is one of my favorite comedies of all time. I'm just going to open it up a little bit. It looks like a disc right there. Sometimes I get lazy and just shove the disc in there. That is terrible. But it's DVD, so I don't care as much about them. I do want to upgrade this box set to Blu-ray one day because I've seen it around. Definitely at Disc Replay. And I hate how this box set is set up because if you could see here, they're all stacked. Every season is stacked like this. So you take one thing out. This is very awkward, but you take one stack out and it's all these discs. That is so awkward. So yeah, that's one reason why I forgot to do these. And there's the house right there. It doesn't even really, I guess that's better. But I hate this packaging. Danny and Spencer. And then Arthur, Doug, and Carrie. Yeah, I love this series so much. And it kind of hurt me when I looked at my shelf. I was like, oh, I forgot to show the King of Queens set. So that is the finale of my DVDs. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Mind of a Nerd, what is going on? Thank you, Tyler, for showing up. Alex, what is going on, my guy? So we're going to get into the actual VHSs. I'm not going to hold you long. I do have to be at work, so I'm going to kind of go through these a little bit quickly. Starting off with the numbers, I only have one of these. It's 10 Things I Hate About You. I actually just watched, my wife showed me this for the first time. We didn't watch it on VHS. I think it's on Disney Plus, actually, which is kind of weird because the subject matter, the language being used in this is not always family friendly. So I was just like, this doesn't really seem like a Disney Plus type of movie. The type of movie it does, but like the contents didn't really. So yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You, Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles. This is good, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. And now moving on to the A's. This one is Along Came a Spider. And I've never seen this. I've heard a few things about it. I heard that it's good. It's got Morgan Freeman in it. I really don't know who the woman is in this movie. I'm sorry. But it's got Morgan Freeman. And yeah, I haven't seen this. Don't really know much about it. It kind of looks like a mystery, kind of looks like an action murder thriller or whatever. So I don't know. I might have to check that out soon. Moving on to these, I have these are actually kind of like box set slash miniseries, and it's the Anne of Green Gables miniseries. I actually grew up watching these movies, this series, and my grandma. This is actually my grandma's copy. I had her send this to me because I was in a mood to watch Anne of Green Gables, and I was like, I know that she has these VHSs from when I was a kid. I wonder if she still has them. And she was like, yeah, I still got them. I'll send it to you. So she sent it to me, and yeah, Anne of Green Gables. And then the next one is Anne of Green Gables, the continuing story. It is also a miniseries, got a 2-pack VHS right there. And the last one is Anne of Avonlea. I've seen all of these, but I don't know if there's any other ones. I think it's just these 3 of the miniseries. But I love period pieces. I love things like that. So I call them a guilty pleasure. I don't know. But Anne of Green Gables is my joint. I love it. Luke Review says, believe it or not, I had a few VHS tapes of my own. Wow. Nice. I had Along Came a Spider on VHS too. Nice. I've never seen that one. Gotta check it out. All right, moving on to the B's. I only have one B, and it is Babe. The first one. I've seen this movie, but it's been a long time. Wilbur from Charlotte's Web and Babe are the 2 goated pigs. So, Babe. It looks like I got this from Half Price Books for 50 cents. So, and the case is all crushed and messed up and chipped. But, 50 cents. What are you going to say? It's 50 cents. All right, moving on to C's, because that was all the B's. Casablanca. I have this movie on VHS. And I kind of recently watched this. I think it was in 2020. I watched Casablanca. It's actually really good. I enjoyed it for what it was. It is kind of an old-timey film. I mean, not kind of. It is an old-timey film, but it's a little bit timeless. Like, I feel like it's still relevant. It's still entertaining to watch. Some of those older films are kind of like, I just watched Gone with the Wind. And I know people love it. I know people say that it's great. It's not timeless. I will tell you that. It is very much of its time. Casablanca is a little bit more timeless. Yes, it does still have those, anecdotes that are old-timey. But Casablanca is a good movie. Don't at me. I need Casablanca on physical media. Yeah, I kind of want to get the Blu-ray for it. But I don't feel like that's a movie that I'm gonna go back and watch that often. So having the VHS of it is fine. I do watch VHSs sometimes. But maybe I'll upgrade it one day. I don't know. Moving on to the next one. A Charlie Brown Christmas on VHS. I believe this is the one I used to watch as a kid, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't have any price stickers or anything, so I don't think I bought this recently. Or when I was older. I think this is one that I had, as a kid. Like a lot of these are some that I had as a kid. Some of these are also ones that I purchased when I grew up. So I don't know. Some of these I don't really know which one is which. I think this was handed down to me. It's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I actually watched this for the very first time last Christmas. It's my buddy Tyler's favorite movie, like favorite Christmas movie, one of them anyway. And he was cracking up. I like the movie. It's I don't want to say overrated. I just want to say it didn't hit me as much as it does a lot of other people, like the comedy, but I do enjoy watching it. I'm gonna probably watch it each Christmas now. Blue Ponto says, "What's up, AJ? Currently at work, but I still wanted to stop by and say hi." I appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Everybody that's viewing this, Mind of a Nurse says, "You blockhead." Yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas is a classic. A classic. And the last of the C's, I have Cheaper by the Dozen. This is a childhood favorite of mine. I think I saw the second one before I watched the first one, honestly. And I saw the second one in theaters. Shows my age right there. But yeah, I saw the second one in theaters. And then I went back and watched the original. And this Steve Martin, Hilary Duff. Great movie. Great kids movie. And I guess they're making a new one. They're rebooting it with Zach Braff and Gabrielle Union. And I think it's just this type of story is kind of its time. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I mean, we'll see. I probably won't watch it, but if somebody's telling me that it's really good, I might give it a try. But the original Cheaper by the Dozen. All right. I do not have any D's or E's. So we're going to move on to F. I have Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. This is a great film, classic movie. I think it might be a little overrated. I'm sorry for everybody that loves this movie. I think it's a smidge overrated, but I do enjoy it a lot. It's not one that I'm going to rewatch. There's not really that many Tom Hanks movies that I want to run back to and rewatch. If there are any that come up, I'll let you know. But Forrest Gump is great, though. I do really enjoy it. I want to emphasize that before I get crucified on the internet. Does Cheaper by the Dozen have a Blu-ray? I love that movie. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Forrest Gump. Yep. All right. Last F, I believe. Yeah. Wait. How did that? Oh, shoot. I think we're going a little bit out of order. Fox and the Hound is my last F. And this movie, if you want to see a grown man cry, this movie is right here for you. Right here for you. He said, Toy Story, bro. I don't know what you mean by that. Toy Story? Maybe. It might be in here. I don't know. But yeah, Fox and the Hound, great story. Very sad. I don't know why they make kids movies so depressing, but I mean, it works on adults too. So I feel like as an adult, you find it more depressing. I don't know. This one got out of order. I'm gonna skip back up to D and Dennis the Menace. This is a childhood favorite of mine. Hey, Mr. Wilson. I love this movie. This is my Home Alone. This is my Home Alone. To everybody that loves Home Alone, this is my Home Alone. We have Dennis causing mischief and mayhem all over the neighborhood. Mr. Wilson is tired of it, sick and tired of this kid, and it's just a heartwarming story. And yeah, Dennis the Menace. This is my Home Alone. Tom Hanks movies. Tom Hanks movies. Oh, you're talking about Toy Story. I'm talking about more like live action Tom Hanks movies. Toy Story, yeah, I will definitely go back and rewatch that one. But I don't know if I consider Toy Story a Tom Hanks movie. What's a modern movie you would want to watch on VHS? I would want to watch Malignant on VHS for obvious reasons. I think that would have been awesome to get a Malignant VHS release. They're not going to release anything else in VHS. Nobody owns a VCR anymore. Like people like me do, but nobody really, owns a VHS or VCR. But a modern movie that I would like to see. I would love to see Midsommar on VHS or even Hereditary. That would be Hereditary on VHS. I know you don't like that movie, but Hereditary on VHS. I recently rewatched Hereditary. Really a lot of A24 movies now that I'm thinking about it. A24 on VHS would be dope. Lamb. Yeah, man. All right. So back on track. I have on to G's. I have The Godfather on VHS. And you can see that's the fam on the back. And it comes with 2 VHSs. This movie is so long. It comes with 2 VHSs. And a lot of movies are like that are like really long. I know Titanic is like that. I don't have Titanic in my collection, but I know Titanic is like that. And some others are too. I've seen around that have 2 VHS tapes because just one wasn't enough. Getting a text. Oh, okay. Sorry, my boss texted me. So moving on to the next one is I'm just gonna show these together. I got Goofy movie and I got Extremely Goofy movie. I recently watched a Goofy movie for the first time. I thought for sure that I had seen this movie before, but once I put it on, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen this movie. It must have been Extremely Goofy movie that I saw, and I remembered very clearly, because I was like, I do not remember the events that were happening in a Goofy movie. Both are great. I don't think these are held to the same caliber as the Disney movies that are like Little Mermaid or Aladdin or anything like that. They're not like held to the same caliber, not even the same, caliber of animation. It's not even on the same level, but like the subject matter, the story, I love it. It's heartwarming. It's silly, goofy, and I really enjoy the Goofy movies. So let's see. Y'all are squawking about. Godfather is a classic. I had the trilogy on VHS. Wow. I had a Goofy movie. I have Goofy Does Sports DVD. That was great. Is that like a straight to DVD thing? I'm guessing it is. The Goofy Yodel is iconic. Dean, what's going on? Love Goofy. Yeah, those are some good movies. Very enjoyable films. Okay, moving on. That was the last of the G's. Moving on to H. Home Alone. I have the very first Home Alone movie on VHS. I thought I had the Home Alone 2 Lost in New York on VHS, but I couldn't find it, so I might not own it. So I do have Home Alone on VHS, and you guys might already know how I feel about Home Alone. I think it's growing on me a little bit more, but overall, it's just not my favorite Christmas movie. Um, yeah, I feel like it's a bit overrated. People really, really love it. So, that's just my take on it, man. It's fine. I do love part two a lot more. So, this is Home Alone. I think I have Home Alone 2 on DVD. So, Goofy movie is easily one of the most underrated Disney animated films. Yo, Luke is great. It's a comedy shorts. Oh, okay. They're on Disney Plus. Okay, cool. Might have to check that out. All right, that's the end of the H's. I only had one. Going on to I's. And that is Ice Age. Welcome to the Ice Age. Like, this movie is so classic. I don't know how well the animation holds up. I haven't seen it in a while, but they just came out with a new Ice Age movie on Disney Plus. I heard that it was awful. So I'm probably not going to watch that ever in my life. But Ice Age, the original Ice Age, this is childhood, man. This is straight up my childhood. I love Ice Age. It was a DVD called Extreme Sports Fun. It had a bunch of Disney shorts revolving around Goofy and Donald, etc., doing various sports. Nice. I heard it's on Disney Plus, so might have to just check it out. Check it out. All right. And I'm just going to show all these together because it's a series. I got Indiana Jones. This is actually called Raiders of the Lost Ark, but I just put it in with the eyes because Indiana Jones. And yeah, I got Raiders on VHS. And I got Temple of Doom. I love the artwork, man, on VHS tapes. Show that off. Have those Paramount things on there. Stamps. And then Last Crusade. Yes, sir. Got the Indiana Jones trilogy on VHS. And we don't need to talk about the fourth one. The fourth one wasn't even released on VHS. So. And that was the end of the eyes. Moving on to J. I got Jumanji. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Jumanji is a great film. I didn't watch this movie until I was a little bit older. I think I was 18 when I watched this for the first time. So it wasn't necessarily my childhood. I didn't really grow up with it. But I did enjoy it when I watched it. It's been a while. I think I haven't watched it again since I watched it the first time when I was 18. That's like 10 years ago. So, yeah. Jumanji, I have on VHS as well. And last of the J's, probably the most important of the J's, is Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park. I love. It's the movie that sparked a lot of great content. So a little bit of mediocre content, but Jurassic Park is where it all started. And I'm excited to get Jurassic World Dominion. That trailer was fire. So Jurassic Park. Ice Age 2 is my second most watched movie behind Cars. Ice Age 2. Wow. I probably have only seen Ice Age 2 once, and that was in the theater. I knew you had Jumanji on VHS. Yep, I do. Hey, what's up? Soulless Trench Coat. Wow. Thank you for stopping by. Jurassic Park watch along coming soon on Alex Thomas's channel. Yes, sir. I might just pop in the VHS. Why not? Might just pop in the VHS to watch it. All right. I don't have any Ks. I don't believe. Let me make sure I look around first before I say that. Before I have another Dennis the Menace incident. Yeah. I don't think I have any Ks. So I'm gonna skip K. Go on to L. And speaking of Jurassic Park, I mean, Land Before Time. Man, Land Before Time is a classic. It has somebody's name on it. Sorry about that, but Land Before Time is a classic. This was childhood. I think I watched one of the sequels before I actually watched the original Land Before Time, but like this movie is like so engrossing. Like the world building is amazing, and like you really feel like you're there with those characters. Like even though this is animated and the dinosaurs talk, like you want to be part of their group. Like I don't know how to explain it. This is such a so nostalgic, man. So nostalgic. I love Land Before Time. And here's another classic, The Lion King. Yes, I do have The Lion King on VHS. I really love this cover. And you got Scar down there. You got Simba, Mufasa, and all the whole gang. And you got Timon and Pumbaa on the back. Yeah, Lion King. It's a classic. What can you say? It's a classic. And then I don't have a case for this. I don't know why I don't have a case for this, but it is Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. So I have the second one as well, but I don't have a case. It's kind of frustrating to me. It looks like it's got some gook on it, but yeah, Simba's Pride. This one is a good one as well. I think some people actually prefer the second one over the first one, and that's wild to me. Yeah. What we saying? What we talking about? Jurassic Park. Something soon. I actually think Ice Age 3 is the best. I don't think I've ever seen Ice Age 3. I think me and you talked about that. I don't think I've ever seen Ice Age 3. Maybe watch along. I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, Jurassic Park is awesome. Jurassic Park is fantastic. The Land Before Time, yes, I had probably 10 of those movies. The sequels, there's a whole lot of sequels. And I can't remember which one I had. I had one. It was like with a fish. They were talking to a fish, and it was like purple and yellow. It was like a purple and yellow fish. I don't know if anybody out there knows what I'm talking about, but they were talking to a purple and yellow fish, and that was like the whole. It was like kind of reminded me of like the Half a Lump movie, the Winnie the Pooh Half a Lump thing. I don't know why, but oh yeah, Ice Age 3 is definitely the best one. Really, got two people saying that in the chat. Wow. But I was watching 2 on repeat for before 3 had released. Oh, okay. It's the circle of life. Did you know there are 14 Land Before Time movies? No, I'm not trolling. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of sequels, and I had like the 10th one or something like that on DVD when I was growing up. That was actually the first one that I watched. Like I was saying earlier, I had never seen the first one before watching one of those sequels. I think it was like the 10th or the 11th one or something like that. Lion King 2 is so good. Yeah, some people like it more than the original. I know my cousin does. Yeah, there was one with a fish. Yeah, I cannot remember what it was called. I was at the tip of my tongue, but I could not remember what it's called. Maybe I have to just look it up because that's gonna bother me. The Soulless Trenchcoat says, "Oh yeah, the fish named Mo." I forget the name of the movie, but I remember the fish. Oh my gosh, y'all are remembering it too. It's crazy. If somebody remembers that, I don't know what to give y'all, but if somebody remembers that, Journey to Big Water. Journey to Big Water. That's what it's called. Thank you, Luke. You saved my brain today. All right. After all of that, we are moving on to the next one. I also don't have a cover for this or a case for this one. It is The Little Drummer Boy. And yeah, this is a Christmas classic. A lot of people don't really care for this film. One is because it's biblical. Another one is because it's just kind of not as interesting as something like Rudolph or Santa Claus is Coming to Town, or but it is a Christmas classic. They used to play it around Christmas time. And it's a childhood favorite of mine, even though I can say that it's a lot of nostalgia because of it. But the Little Drummer Boy, I really enjoy. I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe my thoughts will change, but I don't know. You bringing back flashbacks to my childhood. I know, with these VHS tapes, man. These VHS tapes, for real. Okay, this one I have a whole story behind it. And yeah, this is a film that is not well known at all from pretty much anyone. I've asked so many people if they've seen this movie, and they said no. And I think my mom actually went to like a gas station or a dollar store, and she saw it, and she was like, "Yo, this looks cute. I'm just gonna get it." And it's actually really dark and depressing. The film is. And I know I'm hyping it up a lot, but I want to tell you guys how much this movie means to me, because I was a young kid. I was a young kid watching this movie. You said that you had Ice Age 2 on repeat. This is the movie that I had on repeat, and nobody knows about it, and it makes me sad. But it's called The Little Fox, and it's actually like, I looked it up when I got older, and it's actually like a Russian film that was dubbed to English, and it's called Vuk, VUK. I think it's all available on YouTube to watch, like in parts, but I actually found this and I was like, yo, because I don't have my original that I, watch as a kid. So I found this. I don't know how I found it. But I found this movie and I said, I have to have it. I have to buy this. And I can pretty much quote this entire movie that nobody has seen. So, this movie means a lot to me, though. This is pure nostalgia. The Little Fox, man. Love this movie. If I can see it, I can catch it. That was my Fox and the Hound, y'all. Next up, I've actually never seen this movie before. But I believe this is a remake to the Little Rascals. And yeah, I've seen clips. And I know some of the characters, Alfalfa and all that, but I do not think I've sat down and watched it front to back. Yeah, so Little Rascals, it's something that I definitely have to check out. I feel like I've missed my the prime opportunity to watch it, as a kid, where it would mean a lot to me, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know about Little Fox. No Little Fox. Yeah. It's not something. I think it's just, oh, he said it's a Hungarian film. Oh, okay. Little Rascals movie is pretty fun. That's what I heard. A Little Fox looked like a rehashed Fox and the Hound. Yeah, that was my Fox and the Hound for sure. I have 269 VHS tapes in my collection. Wow, Eugene. Eugene Rawls, thank you for stopping by. That's a lot of VHSs. I think I have, I didn't count, but I think it's around 70, like 70 to 100. No, maybe. We'll see. Moving on to The Last of the Elves. And this one is a classic and I really love. It is Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Fellowship of the Ring. Why am I stuttering on that? This is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I'm actually reading through the Fellowship right now. And it would be my second time reading the book, but I love this movie. I can watch it all day. I can watch it on repeat, man. This is a great film, great trilogy. Two Towers is a little lackluster, but Return of the King brings it home. Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. So I really like this case. I really love this slip because it's kind of like matte. It's not really glossy. And then you have these on the back where these little panels are kind of glossy, but nothing else is. And maybe the border, the border too is glossy, but everything else is matte. So that's kind of cool. Lord of the Rings. All right, let me bring these over here. Hopefully they don't fall. Moving on to the M's. I have 2 copies. I don't know why. I have 2 copies of Memento. Maybe it means something. Maybe it's, I don't know. I have 2 copies of Memento, and I just bought it on Blu-ray. So, and I know when the 4K comes out. When and if the 4K comes out, I'm gonna pick that up. So I'm gonna have buku copies of Memento, but that's okay. This is a great film. I just watched it last year for the first time. I think last year for the first time. It was on my 100 movies list. So yeah, Memento, great film. It is a brain teaser. You might have to look up an ending explain video after you're done watching it, just like me. But it is a great film. Christopher Nolan, man. Guy Pearce, Carrie-Anne Moss. Great film. I'm proud to have 2 copies. It's crazy that Lord of the Rings doesn't have 2 VHS tapes. How long is Lord of the Rings? The first one. They are long movies. But I feel like The Godfather was like 4 hours, 3.5. I know the extended versions would have 2 VHS tapes. Nah, it's Godfather is 2 hours and 55 minutes. So, in Lord of the Rings, yeah, that is weird because this is actually longer than The Godfather. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know. That's crazy. But yeah, Luke Review says a memento for Memento. Yes. Solus Trenchcoat says, I like the Lord of the Rings movies, but me and one of my friends did a marathon and 2 different live streams back to back, watching all the extended Hobbits and Lord of the Rings in a row. So I kind of overdosed. I couldn't even imagine watching all the extended versions of Hobbit and Lord of the Rings back to back. That's like 2 days, right? I feel like that's too much. That's too much. Like even if you love a series, that's a little too much, man. I don't know if I could do that. But I mean that was dedication though. For sure. And people said that they don't think that they would be able to do the 24-hour stream, but yeah, I did a 24-hour stream, so I don't know. Maybe I could do that one day. You got to have perseverance and dedication to do that kind of stuff. All right, moving on to the next one is Misery. I just watched Misery for the first time last week, and it wasn't the VHS; it was on Showtime. And Misery is a good movie, man. I really enjoyed this movie. I want to upgrade this because this is the only way I own it. I have it on VHS, so I do want to upgrade this. I know the 4K just came out, but Misery is kind of messed up, man. Just a little bit. It's kind of wild and wacky. Spoiler alert. She got a knife. This scene was made me gasp. And if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. I said, oh, all the air in the room was gone. It was like a 25-hour stream. I'm not a major fan of the Lord of the Rings, but it made my friend happy, so I did it. But I did lose my mind, though. Lost your sanity to make your friend happy. That's a good friend right there. That's a good friend. And the last of the M's is Mr. Mom. I've never seen this movie. I always hear about it. So I think I bought this at a library book sale or something like that. And yeah, Mr. Mom, man. I mean, it's Michael Keaton. But I don't really know much about this movie that much, so I can't really speak that much on it. But I've heard that it's a really good movie, so I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't believe I have any ends, so I'm gonna move on to O. This is childhood as well. Osmosis Jones. I actually watched the TV show Ozzy and Drix a lot more than I watched this movie. I've seen this movie maybe like 3 or 4 times, but I used to watch Ozzy and Drix every single week. And it was on Kids WB. I actually bought this from Goodwill. Oh, I thought that said $5.99. I was like, I don't think I bought this for $5.99. Yeah, it was 99 cents. 99 cents for Osmosis Jones. You got Chris Rock voicing Ozzy. And yeah, man, Bill Murray. Bill Murray, Lawrence Fishburne, Chris Rock, David Hyde Pierce. Yeah, man, this is a fun movie. It's funny. Yo, I know. Alex about to turn up. Oliver and Company, man. This movie, I know me, Tyler and Alex watched it. Tyler didn't love it as much as me and Alex, but this is a childhood favorite of mine. I wasn't really allowed to watch Disney that much as a kid, but this is one of the films I did watch for whatever reason. But Oliver and Company, man. I love the music. I love the characters. The story is awesome. The villain is decent. Not too much depth to them, but it's really about our, characters that are to the forefront, our protagonists. And yeah, man, I love Oliver and Company, man. And I really would love to see, I would love to get the Blu-ray. I know it's out on Blu-ray. Let's see. I really need to rewatch Misery. Yes, you do. I love Misery. It's a classic. The same way you gassed with the girl on Chicken Little. Yeah, the girl got vaporized in Chicken Little. I said, yeah. So Osmosis Jones, I need a Blu-ray for that right now. Yes, I would love to see a Blu-ray for Osmosis Jones. I got to rewatch Oliver and Company. It's been a long time. Man, I absolutely love Oliver and Company. Why should I worry? Yes. All right, moving on to the P's. We kind of moving kind of quick, I feel like. 44 minutes in. All right. Prince of Egypt. This is a childhood favorite of mine as well. This is one of DreamWorks' best films that they've ever put out. People tend to look over it, but the score, the soundtrack, the animation, the story, this is another one of those biblical type movies that people like to look over, but this movie is so fantastic. I can't praise this movie enough. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this again soon. We just showed it to our kids and youth group, and I really want to sit down and watch the whole thing. So, yeah, I might have to do that alone, but that's okay. I love this movie. And the last of the P's. This, oh my gosh, this case is trashed. Is The Parent Trap. And I don't know if you will be able to see this, but this case is all kinds of messed up, and the plastic is everywhere. It's folding over, but The Parent Trap is cool. It's a cool movie. It's not my favorite of all time. I think I've seen it like maybe twice or three times. It's kind of impressive that Lindsay Lohan was able to play two characters. But I love whenever somebody plays two characters. You got Lupita in Us. You got Lindsay Lohan in Parent Trap. I know those two roles or those four roles aren't very comparable, but I love when people can play two parts, like totally different parts in a movie. That's really cool to me. But Parent Trap, man, it's a cool movie. It's not like one of my favorites of all time, but it's cool. Stacy says Parent Trap. I think that's one of mine. I mean, that would explain why the case is all busted. Let my people go. Yes. Prince of Egypt is so fantastic. By the way, thank you, Stacy, for stopping by. She's right over there, watching the video. I can see her watching the video. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Army Hammer played two people in The Social Network. I guess I didn't realize that. I haven't seen Social Network since it came out. I don't really remember anything from it. Yeah, I don't hardly remember anything from The Social Network. I remember Brenda Song is in it. JT, Andrew Garfield, and obviously Jesse Eisenberg. But that's pretty much it. So that's definitely going to need a rewatch soon. He plays the twins. That means nothing to me. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I'm going to definitely watch that again soon. It'll be basically like a first time watch for me. I don't have any cues. So we're going to move on to R. This is another one that has no case. And it is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is another one of those Christmas classics. I mean, y'all know all about Rudolph. Like, I don't even really need to talk about Rudolph. Just, it was something I watched as a kid growing up. Really enjoyed it. Still enjoy the movie. I feel like I watched it last year. I watched it last Christmas time. I don't know if I was like not really in the spirit of Christmas last year or whatever, but I don't know. Like Rudolph, there's some things about Rudolph that are not my favorite, especially the way that Santa acts. I know me and my wife were talking about this when we were watching Rudolph. Because we watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town back to back with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And Santa acts so differently in those two movies. The contrast of Santa's personality is so different. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. He's like the nicest, sweetest man that you'll ever see in your life. And then when you watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He's like so judgmental, and like he kind of chastises Rudolph for the way he looks, and like he would never do that in Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So that really like irked me and my wife when we watched it. We were like, Santa's acting like a little something. Red Fur Case says, I love those Christmas classic movies. Me too, man. They just bring me back to my childhood days, man. Thank you for stopping by the way, for Red 4K. I appreciate you, man. And last of the R's is Resident Evil. I have Resident Evil on VHS, and it is a Blockbuster film. I didn't buy it from Blockbuster, but it was sold at Blockbuster for $12.99 pre-owned, previewed or whatever. And it's got the Blockbuster sticker on it still. Blockbuster. You can't read that at all, but it says Blockbuster on it. Resident Evil. I like those movies. Don't at me. Moving on to the S's. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I don't have any of these cases for these Christmas classics. I don't know why. I think I just might have thrown them away. But these are mine from childhood. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I just got done talking about that. That is probably my favorite version of Kris Kringle / Santa Claus in any movie. Yeah, I think so. I also like Santa Claus in Elf, but he's not in it that much. So, and it's not about him. It's not about him, but it's good. I like that rendition. Next one is Speed. I have Speed on VHS. It's crazy. You can see the bus blowing up in the background. This is such like a 90s cover, though. This is such a 90s type cover, you know, with that font, with Keanu Reeves looking like that into the camera with the flames in the back. This is just like a 90s action film. You can see Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves with the short hair. We don't really get that anymore. Oh, well, we got it in Resurrections. You got Frosty the Snowman. I don't think I have Frosty. I know I had it when I was a kid, but I don't think I even have it in my collection anymore. Okay, bro. When you say Frosty the Snowman, when you want to see a grown man cry, put on Frosty the Snowman in front of me. You're gonna see a grown man cry. When Frosty gets locked in the greenhouse, it's over. And he's only melted for like 30 seconds, and the tears, like even just thinking about it is just getting me emotional. Like Frosty, he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. Anyway, I've talked about Frosty for too long. I'm done. The stream's over. All right. 2002 Spider-Man. I got it on VHS. This is my favorite Spider-Man film. It's kind of wrestling with No Way Home right now, but other than that, this is my favorite Spider-Man film. And then you got the classic scene on the back, the classic kiss scene on the back. But yeah, VHS of Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. Then I have the Star Wars joints. Not all of these match. So I have the original Star Wars, A New Hope, aka A New Hope, Darth Vader on the front. That's how the back looks. And then I have Empire, which doesn't match A New Hope or Return of the Jedi, but I really like this case. You can see Darth Vader in the back. This is great. Yoda. Empire. I have Return of the Jedi that matches A New Hope. I don't have the Empire one that matches, but that's okay. Get Leia and Luke. And then I have Phantom Menace. And that's the last of the Star Wars films that I have on VHS. With the pod racing and things like that. Jar Jar, the best character in Star Wars. Jar Jar Binks. Your favorite horror film on VHS tapes? I don't think I own any horror films on VHS. I have like a whole lot of X-Files, episodes on VHS, but I don't think I own any like horror movies. I actually been looking into that to collecting more. And I went to Half Price Books last week and I saw Halloween on VHS, but it was like $19.99, $20, and I don't want to spend that much on just a collectible that I don't even really watch my VHSs that often. It's just for collector's sake. And I'm already buying Blu-rays and 4Ks, box sets and stuff right now. So maybe when I'm like a little bit, when I stop buying Blu-rays so much and kind of calm down with the other collecting, I might actually look into getting more horror VHS tapes. But as of now, I don't have any. And I don't think I've ever seen a horror movie on VHS. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't really watch horror movies growing up, so I've never seen them on VHS. The Soulless Trenchcoat says, I love the whole Sam Raimi trilogy. It's my favorite trilogy of all time. It's up there for me. Mine will probably be, I would say maybe Lord of the Rings. I think Lord of the Rings is my favorite trilogy of all time. But I really enjoy the Toy Story trilogy. And I really enjoy the Indiana Jones trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy. But Spider-Man trilogy is up there as well. All right, some more S's for you. I'm going to actually move these down here. Stuart Little 2. The only Stuart Little that you ever need to worry about. This is the best Stuart Little movie out there. I think Stuart Little 2 or Stuart Little 3 was actually animated. And the first one, it's just not as fun as this one. This one is like, I love the bird. Snowball. You got Stuart. And something's up with this case too. It's kind of like busted, but yeah, I love Stuart Little. This is a if you haven't seen Stuart Little, it's just a lot of fun. It's very heartwarming. And Stuart Little 2 is the best one, man. Don't at me. We got Space Jam. And I bought this for 50 cents at Half Price Books. It was on clearance. And I had never seen Space Jam before last year. I still haven't seen the new legacy, the Space Jam 2 or whatever, but I had not seen Space Jam until last year, which is crazy. But I might have watched it when I was a kid, but watching it last year was like a first time watch because I didn't remember anything from the movie. But yeah, Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes characters. Y'all know about Space Jam. I don't really need to talk that much about it. Oh yeah, Stuart Little 2 is fun. It is. I actually misplaced one of the things, so I'm going back after this one. But Shawshank Redemption I have on VHS as well. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, Great movie. My wife, well, I think we were dating at the time, but my wife showed me this movie for the first time. I picked it up on 4K last year, and I'm ready to give this one a rewatch because this one is a really, really good film. And I think it's like one of the most highest rated films of all time. It's great, man. Love this movie. Shawshank Redemption. This is the one that I was talking about. I need to go back. When I was talking about Santa Claus and all that, I actually have Santa Claus, the Tim Allen Santa Claus movie. And I hadn't watched this movie until last year for the first time as well, last Christmas time. And it was okay. I didn't love it. I know some of my buddies out there really love this movie. It didn't really do that much for me, but it's a fine film. It's fine. I think I give it a 3.5, maybe a 3 out of 10, or 3 out of 5. Josh, what's going on? Hey, AJ, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. The Soulless Trenchcoat says, I'm sorry if this is off topic, but may I ask you what your favorite horror movie is? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I know you're talking about other stuff. Oh, no, that's cool. My favorite horror movie, I would say, is either Saw or the original Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween. Yeah, those two are probably my favorites. Yeah, I actually did a video talking about my favorite horror movies of all time. It was a live stream. I think it was my top 10. So just type in AJREACTS2 top 10 horror films and it should come up. To nice picks. Thank you. Appreciate that. Moving on to T. Toy Story, man. I think this is the only T I have, actually. Yeah. Toy Story. I don't have any of the other ones on. I think only 1 and 2 came on VHS, but Toy Story. I think this is my favorite Pixar. Definitely up there. No, I would say Coco is my favorite Pixar, but it's definitely up there. This is probably, like Alex was saying, this is probably the one Tim Allen movie that I would go back to multiple times and not really get tired of. Yeah, you got Tim. Oh well, I just showed Tim Allen and Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is what I meant. Tom Hanks movies that I would go back and watch. But yeah, Tim Allen, Tom Hanks, love Toy Story, man. Great film. Favorite Pixar. I don't have any U's, don't have any V's. So we're moving on to W. And with W, I only have one movie, but I have 2 copies. It is The Wizard of Oz. This one is the 50th anniversary set. And then this one is the regular schmegular Wizard of Oz with the family case. You know, all the family movies came in this case. So yeah. This one it like opens up a little bit and then it has like this booklet. I'm just gonna show that off a little bit. Very cool. I don't know where I got this from. I don't know if I bought this or was given to me or what. But this is pretty cool to me. 50th anniversary. I think that's it. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like the actual VHSs are the same. Oh, this one has a little it might be different. Yeah, look. So this one's just regular. It says Wizard of Oz on it. Regular schmegular. And then this one has the 50th anniversary. It has the slippers. And I really like this artwork too on this 50th anniversary set. Artwork is really cool. So I'm gonna hold on to this for sure. I wonder if it's worth anything. All right, moving on to X. Like I said earlier, I have all these X-Files VHSs. I picked them up at the library book sale. I love X-Files. It's a really great series, really good movies, great revival series. You know, just all around great series. And then this one's still in the plastic. This is a box set with 3 VHSs in it. You got Mulder and Scully down there. X-Files. There's another single. Got them on the back. And then another set. But this one's opened. And the other one I probably won't open until I actually watch them. But I also have a lot of X-Files on Blu-ray. And they're available on streaming somewhere. So, you know, whatever. I have to check out that video for sure. Yeah. Coco is my favorite Pixar for sure. Yeah, Coco is my favorite Pixar movie. Wizard of Oz is a timeless classic. Have you ever seen the sequel, Return to Oz? That movie is a trip. I have never seen that. I didn't even know that existed. I might have to check that out soon. Is it streaming somewhere? That sounds wild. Return to Oz. Same characters and everything? Same actors? Huh. Cobra Kai Maniac, what's going on? Hi, AJ. Hope you're doing good. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. And this is the last movie in my VHS collection. We have approached the end. It is You've Got Mail with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. I believe this is my wife's movie. I don't know if I picked this up or my wife picked this up. She loves this movie so much, and it is one of those romance comedy movies with Meg Ryan. And I've seen it before. It's fine. She loves it. So I don't know. You've Got Mail. That's what we're ending on. And let's see what y'all are saying. You've Got Mail. What a film. Yeah, what a film it is. So, yeah, if you guys have any other questions about my collection, about anything movie related, I will answer them. But other than that, that has been my complete VHS collection. It was a lot of fun showing it off to you guys, showing you guys what I have picked up over the years, what I have had as a, growing up, what I watched growing up. Fun stuff. But yeah, if we don't have any more questions, comments, conundrums, I'm going to end the stream. Interested in seeing You've Got Mail? I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. Let me look it up. If it's streaming anywhere. You've Got Mail. I think it's on. Oh, it is actually on HBO Max. So if you're subscribed to HBO Max, you have access to it. 2 hours long, rated PG. Yeah, it's a fine movie. Not bad. It's on Disney Plus. Oh wow. I think it was made by Disney in the 80s. Stars in young Ferris Bulk as oh, you're talking about the Oz. I was like, wait, what? Dorothy, and it's kind of a horror film. It's on Disney Plus. I'm about to look that up. If it's on Disney Plus, I'm definitely added it to my list. Yeah, it is. Yo, Return to Oz. Yeah, I'm definitely saving it to my watch list. Are you doing any buying challenges this year? No, I'm not doing any buying challenges this year. I'm just gonna try to refrain from buying so much. I've already done way too much in January and February. So, um, as of now, my buddy Alex Thomas says that he's gonna come up to Indiana and we're gonna go Blu-ray hunting. So I don't think I'm gonna buy any more movies until then. And I think it's going to be probably in the springtime. So I probably won't be buying any more movies until the springtime. And I don't know how well I'm going to do with that, but I'm definitely going to attempt it because I went hard in January and February. The Soulless Church Coach says, this is a fun stream. I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Definitely, if you like more content, like if you want to see more content like this, I definitely have a lot more collection videos, complete collection videos coming up. And we're gonna end it all off with the Blu-ray, 4K, and box set stream complete collection in June. So yeah, I have my video game complete collection. I have my book complete collection, vinyl complete collection coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I update everybody with this, the content on my Instagram. So make sure you follow me there on AJREACTS2, all one word. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. And thank you guys, everybody, for stopping by and checking out the stream. And if you're watching it on the replay, I appreciate you. And yeah, we out.